Shut up and listen to me for 1 second. Cut the bullshit. Forget what you've been told. Forget what the guru told you. Forget what you learned on YouTube. Forget what society told you. Guys, it is time to make a change. What you're doing right now isn't working, and that should freaking bother you. That should piss you off. If nothing changes for you, nothing will ever change. Society taught you to be a good little slave, a good little cog in the machine, stuck in the rat race for the rest of your life. If you are listening to this podcast, we are going to fix that ASAP, because that is not what you were designed for. So stop lying, stop listening to bullshit information. It's time to learn real estate the correct way, not the popular way, the correct way. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. Welcome to Multifamily Mafia. All right, let's talk about fear. One of my favorite topics. I love telling people different solutions and providing different answers for people that are dealing with fear. First and foremost, fear is a very normal thing. I've never met an entrepreneur, a business owner, anybody in real estate, anybody doing big things that does not deal with fear at some point. Some people, it's a daily thing, a weekly thing, whatever. So first of all, it's very, very normal. You're not alone. You're not unique. You're not special. You're not different. Everybody deals with this at some point, and everybody deals with it differently. So I'm going to give a little bit of a different spin today, and hopefully this will encourage somebody. Hopefully this will maybe allow you to see it in a different light. I know that this is how I try to view it. So I'm just going to lay it out there for you. I believe that fear is a good thing if it is directed correctly. Here's what I mean. Instead of being afraid of making an offer, instead of being afraid of talking to a seller, of making a mistake, of calculating something wrong, blah, blah, blah. Instead of that being a driving force of fear, I want you to consider shifting that to the exact opposite. What if I don't make this offer? What if I don't start to accumulate wealth? What if I never get financially free? A year goes by, 2 years go by, 5 years, 10 years go by, 20 years go by. And you're still in the exact same freaking position that you were before. So instead of being afraid of what can happen, be afraid of what's going to happen if you never get financially free. You work the next 40 years of your life banking on a 401k, Social Security, and then something happens, and now you're old, you're tired, you don't have as much time, you don't have any energy, and it's too late to get back into the game and try something differently. Now your kids have no financial future. Now the people you care about have no options. That's a driving force of fear for me. It's not what if I get yelled at. It's not what if my offer gets accepted or doesn't get accepted. It's not what if I spend money on a mailing campaign and it flops. None of that is a driving force of fear for me. I'm scared to death that people, maybe some of you listening to this, are going to go through your life and not get financially free. So guys, let that fuel you. Let that be the driving force. Every time you pick up the phone, say, what if I don't? What if I don't make this offer? What if I don't start to accumulate assets? What if I don't start to get cash flow? Here's a good one. What if I wholesale the rest of my life and I never accumulate passive income and I've worked for nothing? I worked trading time for money for years and years and years. That's scary. That's scary, guys. That's a losing equation. Trading time for money. You're eventually going to get old. You're eventually going to get tired. You're going to get sick. Something's going to happen, and you won't be able to trade a resource called time for a paycheck. So again, fear is very normal. I think everybody goes through it at some point. I think everybody deals with it. I sure do. I've just learned to be afraid of the right things. I've learned to shift fear. I've talked to so many people. I don't care if I get chewed out. I don't care if I get a nasty letter or a nasty phone call. I don't care if I get a death threat. It's happened, guys. That doesn't scare me. Years have gone by, and I used that fear to help build a multi-million-dollar portfolio. I used that fear to help teach other people how to get financially free. I used that fear watching people that I care about with no form of retirement. I used that to fuel the action that allowed me to get financially free. Took me about 1.5 years to get 100% financially free with passive income. That means that if I don't ever work another day in my life, all of my shit is covered. Hey, I don't want to work this month. Cool, nothing changes. Hey, I don't feel like working this year. Cool, nothing changes. Hey, for the next 10 years, I feel like I don't want to work. Cool, nothing changes. That is passive income. You can't say that if you're a wholesaler. You can't say that if you're a real estate agent. You can't say that if you're a fix and flipper. Think about it. You trade time for money. Guys, let that scare you. That's just as bad as having a job, a 9 to 5, and being an employee. Take fear, shift it, be fearful of the right things, and you will move your company forward. You will move your business forward. You will do your first deal. Stop focusing on information. Stop focusing on the latest ebook or book or course or academy or this guru, that guru. Get off of BiggerPockets. Get off of YouTube. Get off of Google. You don't need more information. Trust me. If you're listening to this right now, you have enough information. Guys, get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. What is the worst thing that can happen? Think about that really quick. I'm gonna close here in a second. What is the worst thing that can happen? Maybe you're a wholesaler. Guys, if you do it right, nothing bad can happen to you. You have a refundable earnest money deposit. Normally that comes from your buyer. So what's the worst that can happen? Why don't you go out and make 100 offers tomorrow? Seriously, what's the worst thing that could happen to you if you're a wholesaler? Nothing. I've asked hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that question. Nobody has a good answer for me. If you do it right, that's the key word there. How about buy and hold? You're a buy and hold investor and you start making offers. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. You have a due diligence period. You build a good team. You listen to Jordan and you do it correctly. Nothing bad's going to happen to you. I promise that. If you do it right. Jordan, what if my property catches on fire? What if a tenant destroys my property? What if the furnace blows up? What if my hot water heater goes out? Guys, that's why we have insurance. It's a $500 deductible. Not a big deal. It's a $1,000 deductible. It's not a big deal. What if this? What if that? Guys, we calculate in management vacancy repairs into our offer. When I say do it right, I'm saying do it the way that I'm teaching it. You're calculating in management vacancy, repair cost, and you have great insurance. Nothing bad's going to happen if you do it right. So again, guys, be fearful of the right thing. Don't be fearful of making an offer. Don't be fearful of this or that happening. Shit's going to happen outside of your control no matter what. Shift fear. What if I don't? What if I don't make the offer? What if I don't send out this mailing campaign? What if I don't buy this book? What if I don't go through this education? And nothing changes and 20 years go by, 30, 40, 50 years go by, and I'm still fucking stuck. Think about that, guys. Thanks again, guys. Greatly appreciate your time. If you have not subscribed to the podcast yet, please do that for me ASAP. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, whatever device you're using, please subscribe and leave a comment. That allows people to find us better. As always, make sure you are following us on social media. Our Snapchat is The Kingdom REI. Facebook and Instagram is at The Kingdom Real Estate. Website www.thekingdomrealestate.com. You can find me personally. I've got multiple groups. I've got different pages and all of that. Jordan Stanley Payne. Type that into Facebook. You'll find me there. Thank you again. Have a great day.